Hello and welcome to Success Stories. Success Stories is that show where we talk to students of Ekcel Academy on how they have passed the CS exams. And today's guest is very special, will definitely inspire you. Joining me today is Priscilla. Hello, Priscilla, welcome.
Hello, sir. Thank you, sir, for having me in this show.
So, first of all, congratulations on passing the exams in the recent attempt.
Thank you, sir.
So before we even go about how you studied or what were the subjects which was easy or difficult, it's very interesting to know your background. So I would request you to please tell your background, education and other things. Where are you from to our audience?
Okay, sir. I'm from Chennai, sir. I completed my B.Tech Information Technology, and then I went on to pursue LLB. After that, I am a full-time CS student, sir.
Okay, so this is why I told interesting. So you did B.Tech, then
Yes,
you
sir.
did LLB, which is a law course, and then now
Yes,
you're
sir.
doing CS full time. So what was that shift? Because it is completely shifting from science to law, commerce. We are in law and commerce both, right? CS. So what made you to shift from the BTech?
It was more of I wanted to do something very unique, sir. So it was a mix of my interests and passions that I wanted to pursue. And that is why I chose IT and then LLB. Before I even got my admission into information technology, BTech, I was very sure that after BTech, I will be pursuing LLB. So
Okay, that's very
it was,
interesting. Very interesting.
yes, sir.
Yeah, please tell me. You are saying something.
It was part of my dream to be in the corporate world, and I wanted it to be a unique path. So I chose this one.
And it will definitely be a unique path. In fact, I had done one World of Company Secretaries. World of Company Secretary had done an interview with one mother and daughter duo.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I think you've seen that. So in the daughter, she had interest in science, but she couldn't do science for different reasons. Then she did CS and all. But now in her work, she's doing a lot of IT related work that is legal tech, legal and
Yeah,
technology,
yeah.
how it can be merged. Have you seen that episode?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I think you can be somebody like that with a very, very unique combination. It's very unique and it will help. In fact, I'll tell you one more thing. IPR. So if you
Yes,
want to
sir.
be a patent attorney, etc., you should have a degree in science. You should have a degree in
Yeah,
science.
yes, sir.
So that science degree along with law plus CS will be amazing. So really hats off to your vision as somebody who's so young. So how did the parents react when you told them that this is your vision? I'll do science, BTech, then LLB, then CS. How was the family reaction?
They supported me, sir. So that is why I'm here today.
Wonderful. So it's nice to know that at a young age you had the clarity and vision because very few people had at that particular age. So now that you have this unique combination, now let us directly get into this exam and what is the module you passed, what is the marks you got, if you can tell our friends who are watching this.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. I scored 59 in JIGL, 52 in company law, and 46 in SBEC and tax law, sir.
Okay. So now many students will say that, okay, it is very hard to score 59 in JIGL. I know you have done LLB, but still, can you tell us what are the specific things you did which made you get such a high mark? Because students struggle to get even 40 marks in JIGL.
Yes, sir. First of all, I would like to say that they shouldn't be afraid of the subject. And second, I gave very much importance to each and every case law. I never saw the case law as a frightening or negative mark reducing point. In fact, I saw it as in fact, I saw it as the way to score more marks.
Correct.
So the way I learned every case law was I will look at it as a story, a small story. So first off, I will get to know the facts of the case, and then I will get to know the judgments. What is the final decision? And then thirdly, I will summarize it and keep it in my memory as shortly as possible, because we'll not be able to write elaborately during the exam.
Correct.
So that is how I first approached my case law. And then I went into all the sections, but I will not do all the sections. I have done like important sections. I used to keep it in my memory. And then I used to keep the Latin phrases in my memory.
Yeah.
So when I write the Latin phrase, I'll make sure I write it correctly and I will write it in black so that it will be distinctly noticed.
Visible.
And
Correct.
yes, sir. And then when I write the Latin phrase, I'll also make sure that I mention the English translation or the meaning of that. So this is how I approach my JL. And one more important point is I made sure I learned every line in the book, so that
Exactly.
I will be able to remember extra points in
Hmm.
case I forget some point. I'll be able to manage with other points. So I
Yeah.
made sure I read the whole book through.
Yes, yes. So this is, in fact, that was my next question. Lot of students, I think the most asked question which we get after the first question, a lot of student ask us is, what is starting salary of CS? Next most asked question is, which book to study for exam? For me, I think that question is like really silly, but anyway, what are the books which you studied for exam? I would say ICSI book, but what did you study?
I used ICSI material, sir. If you look at my JRJL ICSI book, you'll find it really color coded. I'll
Hmm.
have different highlighters, and whatever point I want to keep in memory, whichever word I want to highlight. And if I want to shorten a big sentence, longer sentence into a short sentence, then I will highlight those.
Very
So when I
nice.
look at it, I will make sure that the highlighted part will be in my memory.
Hmm.
So that is how I went about it, and I only use my ICSI material, sir.
Very good. So that's nice. So when you use different colors like pink, yellow, green, orange, and all of that in your highlighted book,
Yes, sir.
definitely it makes it also interesting to study. Otherwise, it's your same old text which doesn't
Yeah.
attract us. But apart from that, I think what you told is very important for students who are writing the exam in the upcoming attempt. Please
Yes, sir.
understand that ICSI is who is going to set your paper. It is not Excel Academy or any other academy. ICSI is going to set your paper. And ICSI has given you a book for you to study. So obviously you should study that. Even at Excel, we teach each and every line in the ICSI material to students. And many say, give us some short book. Yes, we have our own notes. We have our own other material to simplify things. But the core material has to be ICSI, which will help you to do well. And to understand, we have a lot of things which make it simple. Good you told that, because if a teacher tells, student will tell, teacher is simply telling, but since you have passed, I think that's a good suggestion. Now coming to next part about your daily schedule. You are a full-time student. Many students say that being full-time student is disadvantage, sir. We have distraction in the house. They keep disturbing. I don't get to study. But I would say, I mean, that is your benefit of being full-time student. You have a lot of time. Student going to college or working don't have time. So as a full-time student, what is the best routine which you followed? Because what you say may help people who are going to be full-time student and study. Please tell us your routine.
Yes, sir. I will start my studies only at 9 o'clock, because before that it's my time, and breakfast, everything will be done by 9. So 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, it will be the longer session. So when it
Hmm.
is a longer session, I will take a theory subject. And when I'm doing a theory subject, and if I don't feel motivated to do a theory subject, the easiest way to get into the studying cycle is using Pomodoro technique.
Okay.
That is what I'll do. And if I'm doing a shorter session, in case in the morning, I'm doing a shorter session, then I will break it into chunks of Pomodoro.
Hmm.
Then after 12, I will take a break for a short time. And after that, it is lunch. So yes, I will go for lunch. And before going for lunch, I will make a short plan of whatever I'm going to do for the next subject, what topic I'm going to study, if it is a MCQ paper, I will make sure what are the MCQs that I want to solve. I will keep all that ready, and then I'll go for lunch. And after lunch, if I feel like taking a nap, I will take a nap. Otherwise, mostly it will be only for MCQ papers. After lunch, it's mostly MCQ. And after MCQ papers, in the evening, I will take a break when my parents come home. So after that, I'll make sure I'll do a little bit of studies in the evening also. And then that's all, sir.
That's really good, because many students say that what is advantage, they tell it is disadvantage for them, but it is about how you use it and how responsible you are. And I'm sure some of them will get some tips on based on what you did. So now let us discuss a little bit about why did you choose online coaching and how was your experience with Ekcel? Because many students still say that I want to go for face-to-face and online doesn't work. So how was your experience?
For me, online is the best option, sir. Commuting in this traffic is very horrible nowadays. So I wanted to choose online because I want to do it from the comfort of my home. And Excel Academy, I chose Excel Academy because it is completely in English. And I have been brought up using English as the medium of instruction all the time. So it was very difficult to switch from one language to another, especially when it is in Hindi and English. It was difficult for me to switch. So I chose Excel Academy mainly because of the language. After I chose Excel Academy, I came to realize that there are so many positives, like we were offered Kahoot quizzes. I used to take up the quizzes again and again. If I didn't get all the 15 or 20 or 10 questions right,
Correct.
I will repeat the Kahoot quizzes, and we had the option to repeat it. So I made use of that. And after Kahoot quizzes, mentorship. Mentorship was the best ever, I'd say, because we always had Srimati ma'am call us, and she'll ask, okay, Priscilla, how much have you completed? And I'd say, okay, I've done this much, Srimati. I have not completed this part. She'll be like, okay, Priscilla, you can do it this week. And she'll exactly ask me, Priscilla, did you take this week's test or last week's test? Did you attend? I said, yes, I'll do it. Yeah, I have done it. And in case I have missed a test, I will tell her that I'm sorry, I didn't do it, and I will do the next week test. And I couldn't do it because of the season. She'll be very supportive. Even before exams, she called me. She asked how my preparation was. And she actually encouraged me. She said, you have to come on the success story. So you have to do well. You will do well. Don't worry. So those beautiful encouragement and motivational words from her actually helped me a lot.
Okay.
And one more thing. Oh, I cannot forget to say this. Excel Academy offered us the chapter-wise mock test and chapter-wise weekly test. This was actually on our learning portal. So it's up to the individual to open and see that or ignore it completely. I made sure I went through all those questions on the portal for each chapter, because it actually gave us a very good idea about how the questions will be asked in the question paper. Sometimes I noticed there were even case study based questions, which were very easy for me to relate after learning. Oh yeah, this is similar to this case study. So this is how I have to approach. I can mentally prepare myself before even going to the next lesson, starting the next lesson. So that was also very helpful, sir.
Okay, great. Tell us about the experience with teachers which you had, and were they able to clear doubts, the WhatsApp group, all those kind of things?
Actually, sir, I did not attend the live classes. I'll be very honest. I used to go with recorded classes. But even in the recorded classes, when I'm watching the recorded classes, I will make sure that I sit at a place with all my books, my highlighters, my pens, whatever I have. And I will cast the entire tab to our monitor screen, and I will cast it so that I can avoid all distractions. That is the first thing I'll do. And
So you watch the classes on a bigger screen?
Yes, I watch the classes on a bigger screen, sir.
Okay.
So whenever the teachers are either at the beginning or at the end or in between, somebody is actually giving an advice, I will make sure I listen to it. Because that is where they either motivate us or they give us small tips and tricks to how to approach the questions or what we have to do. Those are all very important. So I will listen to all that. That was very amazing. And I used to notice that students in the live class will actually ask the teachers some questions to clear their doubts. And the teachers have promptly done that. That was very
Mm.
beautiful. And regarding the WhatsApp group, yes, we were very meticulously updated on the timings of the class. In case there is a change in the timings, we were updated and we were given daily tasks, which were very helpful. In case we just missed to do those daily tasks, even then, we'll have that, oh yeah, this is what we should have done today. Okay, next day we can do this. It's a new way to actually do it. For example, the spaced revision. Sometimes
Mm.
I would have forgotten to revise a lesson, but when we get the daily task of spaced revision, I would have been like, oh yeah, I have to go revise that lesson. Let me go revise it and come. So those are all very helpful, sir. And ah, when it comes to any notes or working out or any doubts that students ask in the WhatsApp group also, I have noticed teachers have been answering it very promptly. So it was very nice, sir.
Good. So now you told about your experience, how you studied and all. How is your confidence going forward in the CS program?
Good, sir, actually. I
Uh,
feel very good and I know that I can complete it, sir.
yes. Yeah. Once you pass, no, that confidence will come. For people who are watching this, please understand that till you pass, yes, everybody has self-doubt. All the students have had. If you ask me, I myself had before I passed for the very first time. If you ask my friends, if you ask the other teachers, that ask anybody who has CS or CA, everybody goes through the self-doubt. It is very, very normal. So don't get worried. But once you pass, like say how Priscilla is mentioning now, that you are confident that you will clear it. It's a matter of time. That's it. Now tell us a little bit about the family support, friend support. How was that for you during your journey? Because many students say they did not get the support.
Um, I am actually sorry for those who don't get the support. But for those who get the support, I would say that you are very lucky. Please make sure of the fullest of it. My family is very supportive. My parents never nag me or scold me. They just make sure they sit me down and just have a talk with me. So that is there. And if I am feeling depressed or sad, yes, open talk actually helps a lot. And regarding friends, I'm the only one who is actually pursuing CS.
Correct.
So, yeah. So, my friends who converse with me, they never put me down. They just encourage me. They'll be like, yeah, you can do it. You'll just do it. So, those small words are very helpful. And whenever I wanted to purchase classes or I wanted to get an extension or anything, yes, my parents definitely supported me in every way. So, that is actually a very big blessing, sir.
Great. That's really nice to know. I think you shared quite a few things right from your journey from science to law and now company secretary is going to be a very, very unique combination. I'm sure you can reach the top 1% in the career because of this background itself. Many people will not. There'll be so many jobs where most of them will not be eligible because they have done only one thing. But because of your unique combination, you will have that position. I'm sure you will clear this course as quickly as possible. We will always be there for any help or support that you need. So with that,
Thank you,
we'll
sir.
close this episode. If you have any final words for our students, now is the time.
Um, Actually, I wanted to add something to the previous question, sir.
Yes, please.
When you asked about family support, uh, my family will be very supportive in the sense when I'm studying, nobody will come and disturb me. They'll not ask me to get up and do some other work. And since I'm listening on a bigger device, everybody in the house can also listen to it. And they will also listen and they'll be like, oh, this is very useful for us also. That is there. And sometimes whenever my cousins are free or anything, and I have to take care of them or just be with them, I'll make sure, can you please ask me these questions? Can you help me how to remember the sections? So you ask me this section, and I'll make them to ask me sections in a jumbled manner, not in the straight manner. So those are all one small help that they help me, sir. And final words to those who are watching. I would say, please be positive. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, and don't give up. If you need help, please ask help and approach the right people for help, because that is what matters, and it will definitely enable you to score well and complete your CS successfully.
Okay.
That's all.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, everyone. So that was the inspiring story of Priscilla. I'm sure you got some things which will help you on your journey to do the company secretary course. For more success stories, please do subscribe to us. I will see you in the next episode.